You play 2K all the time. You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album.
Downtown Phoenix on a bright and sunny day as we come to you from Arizona. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Enavia, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, some say Jrue Holiday is the best defender in the league that no one talks about. He said, "I don't need any accolades. I don't like being famous. But for guys to remember how I play defense on them, that respect, that's the only accolade I want. It's fun for me, playing myself to total exhaustion." Kevin?
What a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. What great athleticism with both these teams. I mean, every move is so graceful, so skilled. I mean, majestic.
It is, Kevin. There's an explosiveness. There's this speed that is absolutely incredible to watch. Every possession up and down the floor could have the potential highlight reel.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1. Giannis kicks to Forbes. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The pass to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. That one wide left.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And Ayton throws it down.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Here's the 3. This ball grabs the miss. Ayton dishes the ball. About a minute played so far here in the first. Now the Bucks moving it up. Passes it to Holiday. Back to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Offensive rebound, Bucks.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Here's Lopez. Pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Fires it up. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Booker outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. From outside the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Crowder. Booker outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Forbes. It's good. This game is all even. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Booker fires Paul. Back to Booker. Lays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 5.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Pass to Crowder. To the middle. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
You know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar level game.
And he knocks down the first one. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
That one misses.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility. And they've had assists now on their last three baskets.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. A three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And it's 6 points for Brook Lopez.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. Lobbed up there for Booker. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
All against Howard. Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Knocked away. Crowder with the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Booker. Again, Phoenix.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Giannis kicks to Forbes. Pass to Middleton. Over in the corner. Antetokounmpo. No good. Shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Lopez needs to hold down the court on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
The shot's good from Forbes. Paul with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Crowder. Pass to Bridges. Lets the three fly. And the three ball is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. From deep. Connects from three-point range. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Ayton. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Ayton's got his third bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton, and there's the pass to Forbes. Lopez left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post. And that one hits back iron. Suns leading by 6. Passes it to Crowder. Wants to get it to Booker and does. And the dunk by Booker.
But you love watching Devin Booker finish with power. He refuses to settle for the layup. Nice aggressiveness there.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Over Holiday, again Phoenix.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
And guys have that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
He's checked in for the Bucks.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. Last season, he played outstanding. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities to that offense. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Here's Paul after Drew Holiday's score. Paul looking around. Paul is doubled. Here's Ayton, and it's sent back by Lopez. Step back shot, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
And Paul with the basket on the assist from Crowder.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Antetokounmpo against Crowder. Giannis passes to Lopez. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Dishes it to Paul. Lopez with the block. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And here are the Suns now. 4-point game. Here's Giannis, and the layup falls. Giannis has got 7 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Lopez with the block. But they'll get another chance. Bridges misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Bridges with the steal. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Giannis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. Sharch is checked in for Phoenix. That's good from Antetokounmpo. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Got a piece of it. Bridges against Middleton. They get it back. Ayton and Middleton with the block. And they're able to recover. Back to Saric. 5 to shoot. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. It gives them the lead.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Now here's Paul. Now the Bucks moving it up. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Booker. Defense is right there. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And that's now 7 points for Chris Paul.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
It's all tied in Phoenix. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the game for sure, talks about his knack for making a lot of steals, forcing turnovers.
The steals thing is just something that I've always had a knack for doing, and just I think it's because I watch so much basketball.
Well, you hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits. What they like to do gives him a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Johnson and Saric are the 3 and the 4. Chris Paul is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks, trailing by 4. Outside Portis, and taken away by Paul. Pass to Booker. Poke loose. The pass to Paul from deep. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
And Paul has a beautiful stroke from deep. A gifted shooter who drains perimeter shots with consistency.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
I think the player most closely identified with the Phoenix Suns the last 3 years, obviously Devin Booker. You know, here's a guy who averaged well over 20 points. He can beat you with the pass as well. He's the piece that gives this team great hope for the future.
Free throw good from Drew Holiday. And what's astounding, even with Booker, the Suns have been last, Doris, in three-point accuracy 2 straight seasons.
Yeah, and I think that speaks, Kev, to the roster construction. You need floor spacing to win games, and it can't be from just one guy. This franchise knows that. They just haven't been able to yet solve the problem.
Boris, when you watch the game now, Biggs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane we've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet, because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Middleton outside. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Johnson against Middleton. Good, he hits the jump shot. Middleton's got 7 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
Checking out some numbers here for Chris Paul. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 15 points a game, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents really shine through.
Here's Johnson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Tucker dishes to Holiday and taken away by Paul. Over Holiday, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Passes to DiVincenzo. Middleton against Johnson. From 12 feet out, yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to 10 with the basket for Middleton. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers. Inside, and the dunk by Booker.
Devin Booker has got a 70-point game in his history. He is cooking. You might want to check him tonight.
Bucks trail by 12. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Now, here's Tucker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Pass to Tucker. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. Left side, Portis, and it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by 8. The Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. Shot clock at 6. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You know, that an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Now Now here's Paul. Not a lot of room. Johnson, a wide open look. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Portis with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Right side, Portis. Middleton outside. And here's Tucker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against Portland.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Sharge. Here's Booker. And he lays it straight in. Booker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns.
Well, with that size and strength, for a two-guard, Booker is a legitimate threat, even in traffic.
Timeout called, the Bucks. It was such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst. Breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you choose?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Third is Chris Paul. And, of course, Drew Holiday.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. And Middleton kicks to Forbes. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Forbes has got 9.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Booker finds Paul. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And oozing with confidence right now. Paul makes plays off the bounce that others can't.
Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
All right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Middleton looking it over. There's the pass to Forbes. Shoots over Crowder. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut back down to 11. Big bucket there from Forbes. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now here's Johnson. Ayton inside. Working on Portis. And here's Booker from the arc. Another three for Phoenix.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Passes it to DiVincenzo. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Paul.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Boy, I love the strong finish from Jay Crowder. He doesn't settle on the layup, demonstrates his impressive vertical.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he drops it in from the low post. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. He does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Crowder finds Ayton. Pass to Paul. Ayton inside. Defended by Portis. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. DiVincenzo's got 8.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple. And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection. Now, here's Portis. The pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton on the wing. And another three for Milwaukee.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking to the three-point shot for some extra offense.
Crowder, the pass to Paul. He gets it in there. Paul's got 19 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now, here's Portis. Now, Tucker. Back to Forbes. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Well, get it inside to a quality score. Let this guy do his thing.
Paul dishes to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul kicks to Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's DiVincenzo. 8 points for him. Tucker the pass to Portis. That one misses. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
I'll tell you this, Jay Crowder is one tough cookie. This guy won't be deterred by the defense.
Here's DiVincenzo, defended by Paul. Outside Portis. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Phoenix feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're over-shifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Devin Booker had it going on in the first quarter. He had 30 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
As we know, Devin Booker's a complete scorer, equally of depth off the dribble and off the catch and shoot. Obviously, he has the range, but just when you overplay him, that's when he gets to the rim.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotation. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know, I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better on it.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez, then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Suns leading by 15. Outside Crowder. Kicks to Bridges. Pass to Booker. A 3. Drills the 3-pointer. Booker's got 33 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball. And one thing that's been plaguing the Suns for years, undisciplined play.
Greg, I think that shows up most typically in your bottom of the league in turnovers and personal fouls. Both categories 7 years running. When you're at a competitive disadvantage in terms of talent and experience, you can't afford to make those mistakes.
Here is Forbes after Mikal Bridges' bucket. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Crowder feeling it out a bit. Stolen by Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Now here's Crowder. He's got 8. There's the feed to Ayton. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Crowder against Antetokounmpo. Outside Crowder. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 5. Feeds it to Crowder. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Paul for 3. Poked away. Bucks trail by 14. Holiday with the 3. Bridges with the board. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Paul. Ayton trying to break free. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 21.
And guys, when Paul kicks it up a notch, it's thrilling to watch. Always in attack mode. Great at looking for his shot and making the defense.
And Giannis throws it down.
And credit the a screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 12. Good on the shot.
Well, at 6'6", let's remember, Devin Booker has enough size to feel confident on the interior.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton, and that one, good. Middleton's got 16.
He has still not missed the shot. Where could they be today without him?
Crowder kicks to Bridges. Ayton at the elbow. Booker right side. Pocket 6. Ayton finds Paul. Booker outside. Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 38 points.
It looked like he caught the clock out of the corner of his eye, and Booker calmly beats it.
Antetokounmpo. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Crowder, the pass to Bridges. Another three for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Bucks trail by 18. And the pass to Forbes. Here's Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And that's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Lopez with the ball. 8 points for him. And Giannis throws it down.
You know this, Kevin. If you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Booker in the post. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering. Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Paul dishes to Crowder. Now, here's Bridges. He's got 10. Passes it to Ayton. Over to the wing. Clock at 4. Pass to Bridges. 3-pointer. They get it back. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton, incredible size, incredible athleticism, and refuses to go down easy.
Of course, I still think back to that game where Booker put up 70 points. I mean, wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, when Devin Booker starts to cook, he can get as hot as any player in the league. The one thing you want from Devin is consistency on both ends of the floor from game to game. That's how you go from good to great.
And that one misses.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
Wow, look at how quick he bounced to the rim there for the finish.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Pass to Saric. Back to Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Booker's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way, of course, offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical, thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Craig's checked in. Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Here's Holiday. Assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And it's 7 points for Drew Holiday. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And Ayton throws it down.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
Here's the lob, and Kumbo trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And yes, it's good. And the Suns lead by 21.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Lopez outside. There's the pass to Connaughton. To the paint. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
To the inside, and Ayton throws it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton, no doubt on the dunk.
Bucks trail by 21. Outside Holiday. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Giannis has got 18 points now here in the second half.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Antetokounmpo against Bridges. He kicks it to Saric. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And it's sent back by Lopez. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Giannis with the ball.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Payne. No points in the game yet for him. Saric with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Payne gets a wide open look. And that one's on target from the wing.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. Holiday surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. From the line, and another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Saric outside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Count it. Bucks trail by 19. And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. 1:39 left in the third quarter. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's 8. 22 points for him. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Passes it to Connaughton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Phoenix leading by 17. Ayton, the pass to Payne. 58 seconds left in the third. Lopez with the block. Pass to Payne. There's the three. Another three for Phoenix.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Milwaukee has possession. Phoenix able to drain the three. Knocks down the three ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Payne. 5 points in the game. Pass to Bridges. Here's Ayton. Again, Phoenix.
Oh, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special.
Loads it up for Giannis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And so it's Phoenix taking a 19-point lead into the break. And with as many three-pointers as they drain, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Suns. Johnson is out there with Bridges. Then it's Payne. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Craig in at the 2. Here's Payne. Following the 3 by Milwaukee. Three-pointer. And he's good on the 3 ball.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's DiVincenzo. No good on that one.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Payne's shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look now at what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is the chance to create some separation.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Here's Craig. The pass to Kaminsky. The dish to Payne. 6 to shoot. Back to Kaminsky. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Kaminsky's got his first basket.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Connaughton passes to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Now here's Payne. Passes to Kaminsky. Fires from deep. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Bucks trail by 19. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Payne passes to Bridges. Up to Payne. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Connaughton has it in the corner. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And the Suns call time.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Phoenix making some changes. Crowder is checked in for Mikal Bridges. Booker comes in for Torrey Craig. And Chris Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Pat Connaughton. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said, this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Suns leading by 13. Ball outside. And that basket to his impressive total brings him to 10 for 14.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
For 3, Middleton gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got 19 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Booker kicks to Kaminsky. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Middleton, and there the Bucks with another bucket.
Just doing what he can. He's competing, and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one, Greg. A high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Fred. Now here's Johnson. Ball outside. In the corner, Crowder with it. Over Giannis. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 7th assist here tonight. Giannis against Crowder. Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the lane. Giannis has got 44.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Here's Paul. Misses off the left eye. Bucks trail by 12. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Antetokounmpo against Crowder. And again, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 46 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Booker draws the double. Crowder against Middleton. Down low, here's Paul. That one doesn't go.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Kaminsky, and so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. He's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Johnson. Pass to Ayton. And to get open is Crowder. And the layup's good off the glass. 26 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, the offensive game will round into shape over time, and it's absolutely critical that DeAndre Ayton look to score as much as possible.
Now here is Holiday. Lets it go. And another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Booker the pass to Ayton. A three ball. And Booker is good for three. Booker's got 48.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Holiday finds Portis. Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Paul. Goes up again. And Ayton with the layup. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Holiday softly drops in the floater.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Booker draws the double to the middle and then cuts him with the double.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bridges is checked in for Phoenix. And then for Milwaukee. Lopez is checked in for Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for Giannis. And all the tools that made DeAndre Ayton the top pick in the 2018 draft already, Doris, on display at the start of his NBA career.
You know what, Kevin? People wanted to knock DeAndre Ayton for his defense, which wasn't horrific, but they forgot about all the things he can do. Let's remember, he's a great screener in the pick and roll. He can shoot from range. He's got incredible instincts with an incredible physicality to his game. Don't talk about the defense. Ayton too good on the offensive end.
Here's Lopez. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Lopez. And the Suns call time here.
and starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls. And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working, and no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Crowder kicks to Booker. Bridges, no one around him. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now here's Booker. Ball outside. That's 5 to shoot. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Paul's got 25 points in the game.
What a good pass. I mean, Booker's so unselfish, showing he's not just a finisher.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Bridges with the steal. On up the court. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And any discussion about CP3 has to start with his hands. The dribble moves, all the steals he gets, he uses his hands better than just about anyone.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 9. Milwaukee's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Crowder against Antetokounmpo. Another bucket! Whoa!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Booker left side. And good! He hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making it GA look all too easy right now. Crowder against Antetokounmpo. And they double up Giannis. And Lopez throws it down.
All you have to do is throw it up, Kevin. And Brook Lopez so tall that he'll take care of the rest.
Outside Crowder. Fires the three. Makes it his 6th of the night. Shooting very healthy, 6 for 9.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Suns.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, They're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
And here's Giannis after Mikal Bridges hitting the three. Outside Holiday. He'll answer back, but that three is off the mark. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react.
The line for your Suns, DeAndre Ayton. Taking 2 shots. Two. And he makes the first.
Yeah.
Second free throw, no good.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You know, in defense, I think you need one of the big guys to help you out in that instance.
Carter outside. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, it seemed like you really wanted to set the tone tonight, and you really wanted this game to go through you. What was the focus?
Just trying to be aggressive. You know, my teammates don't follow me, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. So hopefully it just gives us a little momentum.
Well, you built on it, and you got the job done when you had to. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.